So back around the year 2000, there was something like 500,000 Muslims in Europe. And now there are 50 million.
50 million Muslims now live in Europe. At the turn of the century, that number was less than 500,000, and more are arriving every day. As the people who lead these countries try to do what Joe Biden tried to do here, and that is fundamentally change the racial and ethnic makeup of a nation and make white Christians a minority in their own country. In England alone, right now, 10 major cities, including London, now have Muslim mayors in a nation that was built around the Church of England. Muslims are now running major cities across the country for the first time in history, and the English want us to believe that this is all normal.
Yeah, I don't think they're loyal to the UK. I don't see any British flags there.
And he will stand for truth, and he will stand for justice. May Allah give us the ability to stand for the haq.
So this is not the Middle East. It's not East Minneapolis. Even that is England. And when you see images like that, you can't help but ask why anyone, a prime minister or a president or a king, would deliberately try to destroy their own country. Why would you do that? Why is this being done?
Those are all Salafi jihadists. They always have mustacheless beards. That's ISIS, Al Qaeda, Boko Haram.
They've chosen to stand with radical Muslims over their own people. It's because of all of these reasons these countries are falling apart and failing as the attack on Western civilization continues.
That's so crazy. Yeah, the leaders of those countries are just absolutely determined to do it. They don't care what the people say. And, most of them seem to believe, and drank the Kool-Aid that they're all, everybody will just get along. Meanwhile, the Muslims in the mosques are just openly talking about how they're taking over. And they're, they run for office. Even if they're not in the majority, they get power, then they can change the laws and start imposing Sharia because they're the ones writing the laws. And nobody will do anything about it. And if you try to, even just talking about it, they say you're Islamophobic or you're racist.
Yeah.
Even though Islam isn't a race.
It's actually insane, just literally willfully giving up a civilization, a Western civilization, like, especially against the thing that they've been battling for centuries.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
Most of the Middle East was all Christian land. Like,
yeah, Turkey, all those areas, Iraq, Syria, that was all the cradle of Christianity. Turkey. This area in Wexler, she's pretty fucking funny. And she's hot, actually.
Theo's he's such a sweet boy. Anyone knows dogs, he's the classic lab. He loves everyone, wants to play with everyone, but I won't let him play with pits. Because the thing is, pit bulls are like Muslims. By the way, the few people who aren't excited about this are the pit bull owners in this one. Listen, they're not all violent. Most of them aren't, but somehow almost every violent attack happens with them. They're like the Al Qaeda sleeper cell of dogs. You'll see a pet for years, so happy, so sweet, and then they get a signal that we don't see, and they're activated, and your face is torn off. And then you have some liberal white woman defending it, saying that you shouldn't put it down, and that somehow it was your fault. They're like, well, all the ones that I grew up with were super peaceful. Great, we should put them in our dog parks, because it worked out so well in all the other dog parks, right? This is a breed that was they made it just recently. It's meant for illegal fighting. And we have to pretend that all those years of inbreeding and raising them from a young age to fight, that just goes away and suddenly they're westernized, domesticated. You have to wonder if it's a practicing pit. And this isn't a metaphor for anything.
that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
They're here.
Yeah, he's driving down the street, so